I don't think anybody at this event will make changes really like after this event, because even making it to this event is an accomplishment considering there were only 2 slots per region. So just because you don't do well at this event, which by the way is worth 3 points, this event, in all honesty, in the context of the whole year and to making champs, doesn't really matter. So making like drastic changes off of it doesn't really make sense. It makes more sense to make changes after split 1. In the context of the year, this event isn't worth making changes over because even qualifying for this event shows a lot. I think teams will make changes, drastic changes in their roster after split 1 if they don't make it to Shanghai. It's split 1, Shanghai, split 2, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So if split 1 doesn't go well, whoever doesn't make Shanghai is essentially fucked. But split 2 matters as well. If you win split 2 and have not made any previous event before that and accumulated points, you could still potentially make champs, I think. So I think the main changes will happen after split 1, post split 1. Although I do think that because of how hard it was to make Madrid, you should be compensated more for winning, getting second place, potentially 2 points, 1 point for third. I don't know, man. Or give 5 points, 3 points, 2 points. Like, the fact that it's just 3 points is just robbery to me. It makes this event matter a lot less and less punishing for teams who didn't make it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Because when you look at the overall schedule, it should matter more. A Masters event should matter more, but it just doesn't. No matter, like, if you don't place first here, you may as well not have come. Do you know what I mean? So that's my issue with this particular side of things. At least money, I'm telling you right now, the best teams in the world do not play for prize money. Even the middle teams in the world don't sit here and play for crazy prize money because they're already part of an organization that pays them pretty handsomely. This is taxed, by the way. This is taxed. All this shit is taxed, and then an org also takes a split. This comes out to like, maybe if you're lucky, 15K a player. Yeah, 15 to 20K a player. Like, this isn't that crazy. You have to understand. Just because you guys see 250K doesn't mean like not one player is getting 250K. I'll go to mine. It says 187, right? 170K to 87K. That's just me who made this much. I have not made this much in prize winnings. Like, I'll tell you that right now. This is not correct. Like, in terms of what I've actually gotten into my bank account, this is not it. Now, when you look at narrate, I'm pretty sure he's gotten this for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure he got the total. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just playing. This guy's insane. But yeah. So money isn't why players are playing. This should matter, in my opinion, way more. Like, this should matter way, way more than it does. That's my only point. It's like, what's the point of a Masters event if the number 1 team is the only team that gets something out of it when it's points-based system? You should first of all get points for qualifying, which I think they did. And then you should get points for first, second, third. That's my opinion. 5 points, maybe 2 points, 1 point would be fine too. Only first place. Yeah, okay, yeah, see, so it's fine. My point being, like, if you're only, like, 8 teams are qualifying and how hard the qualifiers were, you guys watched with me. You guys saw how hard those qualifiers were for every single team. And for these teams that did make it, they worked their asses off to make this fucking tournament and beat so many teams that they should not have technically beaten on paper. And all they get at the end of the day, if you place second place, think about if you're like Heretics or whoever the fuck, Carmine Corp, and you get second place and you lose the final. All that work you put in for 0 points pushes teams to get better. So does fucking practice. Is this tournament, bro? Yeah, making champs is very, very big for orgs. Like, if you make champs for your organization, a lot of the times, well, all the time, because you get skin money, right? Champ skin money, like a share of it. And that's a decent amount of money. That's where like orgs profit the most as well, because orgs make a ton of money off of that. And on top of that, they're going to be making the skin bundle money. So orgs are going to make a ton this year compared to last year, I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know the exact amount of points you need for champs. You have to ask Willminder. What you're telling me is NRG lost on purpose to have more prep time? I mean, I'm saying that NRG losing, Fnatic losing, Na'Vi losing, in the grand context of things and scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. What matters, and remember we talked about this. Do you guys remember when Sliggy made the video at the beginning of the year after the format came out, and Sliggy said teams are essentially just gonna save strats for Shanghai. They're gonna save strats in Madrid for split 1 in Shanghai. That's literally how it is, or something like that. Because it truly doesn't matter too much compared to Shanghai split 1, split 2. This won't matter at the at the end of the year. You won't look back on this event and think the point total actually mattered. That's my point. Like, it's a good start, but it doesn't really, you know. I feel like these Masters events should give more. Like, if you're out here qualifying for them, they should just give more. Split matches should not matter as much as actually qualifying to the event and placing well in the event. These are obviously hold a higher prestige than regional tournaments. It's just that simple. I don't know how, like, this matters less than your regional split fucking results. I just don't get that. You're facing much more difficult competition. You're facing the best of the world in these tournaments, whereas you're only facing the best in your region in the splits. So why do the splits matter more? So I hope they change that going forward, but obviously for this year it's locked in. Anyways, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. Hopefully it'll change for next year, but who knows?